Okay, let's talk about last night's episode of Homeland, you guys. Brody watched 2013 update. Still no Brody, you guys. He has literally been in one episode this season, and I'm kind of shocked by that. So I'm assuming we're going to be seeing more of him soon. This was still a really good episode. As we know, last week, Carrie got taken by this Javati guy. He's got her hooked up to a lie detector, and we get that he wants his questions to get answered in an honest way. The CIA has lost her, so fail for them. So they're trying to figure out where she's been taken so they can keep eyes on her, but also so they can catch this guy because he's bad. As the episode progresses, we start to get that Saul has a background with this guy, and he kind of shares that story with Farah. It sounds like Saul tried to make this guy an asset back in the day, but Javati ends up double-crossing Saul and killing all of the people that Saul had recruited as assets. So Carrie was pretty awesome in this episode. She gets herself in a room alone with Javati and she tells him, look, you're busted, dude. This was the plan all along, was for me to get to you. So she sets up a meet with him later where she's going to bring him some fake information, and that's when the CIA is planning on capturing him. And it was at this point in the episode that things kind of got cray-cray. So we get that the Javati guy is really not a nice guy. So it turns out that Saul helped Javati's family escape, after he turned bad and killed all those people. Saul got his family out of the country and hid them. So the CIA is following this guy, kind of monitoring him, thinking he's going to the meet with Carrie, when really what he does is he shows up at his family's house. And then the violence just kind of ensues from there. He goes into the house, he's shooting people, he kills his wife with like a broken bottle, he just stabs her in the neck. I mean, it was super violent and just crazy. His grandson is there in the house and he's all like, hey baby, ooh, goo goo gaga, I'm gonna go kill your grandmother, hold on 1 second. I mean, it was just a lot. Carrie and Peter are trying to get there really quickly, but they're too late. By the time they show up, pretty much everyone is dead except for the grandchild. And this was his plan all along. He knew that Saul was gonna end up bringing him in, but before that could happen, he tied up his loose ends. So I really can't wait to kind of see the meeting of the minds that's going to happen next week, when Saul gets to interrogate him, and I'll be interested to see how Saul handles that. Let's talk about Dana Brody, because we have to. So this week, Dana decides that she wants to change her name. And you know what? I absolutely get it. If people thought that my dad had blown up a building and killed hundreds of people, I wouldn't want my last name to be Brody either. Her mother was extremely supportive and takes her to do that, not realizing, of course, that there's more to this whole, I don't want to be Dana Brody plan. By the end of the episode, we get that Dana's moving out. She's going to go live with her friend because she keeps telling her mother, I can't be Dana Brody anymore. It almost killed me. I don't know how I felt about it. I just kept thinking about what would my mother do. My mother would have been locking me in my bedroom. So I guess we'll see. I'm not sure if that means we're not going to see Dana anymore or if something else is going to happen. Oh, the other thing we need to talk about is Carrie and the drawer full of pregnancy tests. I mean, there was probably 50 tests in this drawer. So she's obviously pregnant and still not willing to believe that, so she keeps testing herself over and over again. So I guess the big question about that is, who is the baby daddy? And I'm sure we will be finding that out. You guys, from the preview next week, it almost looks like Carrie's gonna find out who was really behind the bombing, because it seems like Brody's being set up. And so I think by the end of the season, we're gonna finally figure out who did that. And it really seems like it's going to be somebody really close to Carrie and somebody that we know. I can't wait to find out. Okay, guys, thanks so much for watching. Bye.